Lady from Barton.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that House Bill 3113 be ordered perfected and printed.
The lady from Barton has moved that House Bill 3113 be perfected and printed. Lady from Barton.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that House Committee Substitute for House Bill 3113 be adopted.
The lady from Barton has moved for the adoption of House Committee Substitute for House Bill 3113. Lady from Barton.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move the title for House Committee Substitute for House Bill 3113 be agreed to.
The lady from Barton has moved for the title of House Bill 3113 be agreed to. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, no. You have approved the title. Lady from Barton.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Imagine walking into school and finding deadly opioids in the water, or opening a child's toy and discovering fentanyl hidden inside the packaging. This is not hypothetical. It is happening here in Missouri. Earlier this year, highly potent synthetic opioids known as nitazenes were detected in the wastewater of 26 Missouri schools. These substances can be 5 to 10 times stronger than fentanyl, often hidden in counterfeit pills, vapes, and other unregulated products, completely unknown to the user. Already this year, Missouri has seen a growing number of deaths linked to these drugs, underscoring just how quickly this threat is evolving. At the same time, fentanyl continues to devastate our state. It is now responsible for more than 70% of overdose deaths, claiming over 1,000 Missourians in the past year alone. These are not just numbers. They are our neighbors, our friends, our children. When 43 Missouri children die in a single year from fentanyl, including 20 under the age of 4, we cannot afford to wait. That is why House Bill 3113 is necessary. It equips us to save lives before it is too late. We are also seeing how far this crisis reaches. In one alarming case, children's toys sold in a Missouri store were found with fentanyl hidden inside the packaging. Thankfully, no one was harmed, but it is a chilling reminder that even a few milligrams of these substances can be deadly, and they are finding their way into places we never expected. That is why House Bill 31 is so important. This legislation is about prevention, awareness, and preparedness. It requires public buildings to maintain a supply of Narcan so that when an overdose occurs, a life-saving response is immediately available. It designates October as Fentanyl Poisoning Awareness Month to ensure Missourians understand the dangers we are facing. And it strengthens collaboration between schools and law enforcement to expand education prevention efforts, especially for our youth. Colleagues, this is not just about responding to tragedy. It is about staying ahead of it. It is about equipping our communities, our schools, and our first responders with the tools they need to save lives. Passing House Bill 3113 is not just good policy, it is imperative. Our children, our families, and our communities deserve that protection. I respectfully ask for your support. Thank you.
Discussion on House Bill 3113. Lady from St. Louis.
Mr. Speaker, to speak on the bill from a mic, not my own.
Proceed.
Thank you. I'm standing in support of this bill. I know that the lady worked hard to make this an all-encompassing bill. It acknowledges October as a month of awareness and provides Narcan in every public building. So just like a defibrillator, we've got life-saving measures. It includes fentanyl-specific education in grades 6 through 12. There were some proponents of this particular bill who stated that they think the education should start even earlier. So I am standing in support of this bill, and I ask you guys to support. Thank you.
Further discussion. Lady from St. Louis.
To inquire of the bill sponsor.
Does the lady from
Barton.
Yield? Yes.
I
Barton
do.
Yield.
Hi.
Proceed.
Hello, lady.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I think this might be my first time inquiring of you on the floor.
Possibly.
I have not had a chance to read through your bill, but who pays for the Narcan?
So we have the opioid fund, right? And so that does a lot of the supply, but there's already supply in the community. It's just giving those to the people that need it.
I support this bill. I just didn't know if it was okay, for us to use opioid settlement funds because we just did the budget. And we were, many of us were told that, we couldn't use opioid settlement funds specifically for Narcan distribution and statewide efforts. So I just wanted to know who would be paying for it.
Well, if we can't use the opioid fund, then I'm not sure, lady.
Okay, I support your bill. I just hope that people, in this space wake up, that there's legislation and effort to make sure that Narcan is being placed in every public setting, but also that there has to be a mechanism to fund Narcan distribution. And we had a good effort of that last week, and that effort failed. So hopefully the Senate will restore that money back in the budget for Narcan distribution. Thank you.
Thank you, lady.
Further discussion. Gentleman from Jasper.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To inquire of the bill sponsor from Mike other than my own.
Does the lady from Barton yield?
I do.
Proceed.
So I just have a quick question. A lot of times in a first aid kit, you have Band-Aids, you have different things that don't have a shelf life. My understanding is Narcan has a shelf life of anywhere from 3 to 4 years. And I guess one of my concerns might be if you have that in a first aid kit, and let's say it's expired and they have neglected to do that, would there be the possibility of lawsuits against whoever has that? Or how would you address the expiration on that?
So I believe any Narcan is better than no Narcan, even if it is expired. However, I would think it would be up to the person that has that first aid kit, because there are responsibilities of if it's being used or whatever for them to look through that and replace supplies that are needed. Just like Band-Aids or any other thing that's used in your first aid kit, it's your responsibility to upkeep that.
So there is no, it's more like a Good Samaritan law maybe, where there's no penalties associated with it.
There's no penalties within this legislation, no.
Okay, thank you.
Further discussion. Seeing none, lady from Barton, you recognize to close.
I close.
The lady from Barton has moved that the House Committee sub for House Bill 3113 be adopted. All those in favor of this committee sub say aye. Aye. Those opposed, no. The ayes have it. You've adopted the committee sub. Lady from Barton.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I renew my motion.
The lady from Barton has renewed her motion for House Committee sub for House Bill 3113 be ordered perfected and printed. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, no. The ayes have it. You have perfected and printed House Committee sub for House Bill 3113. Gentleman from Green.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Staying on that same order of business, I ask you to recognize the gentleman from Pike for motion on House Bill 3000.